Oh, right. And I'm back. Let's keep going with X4. Things that have happened in between episodes. News: I cleaned up the unassigned ship list. I've sold off most of the extra combat ships. I've unified my fleets to just Raptors because they can hold more small medium ships if I need them. I keep sending my Raptor over against these wharfs that keep popping up. They don't make any build progress because there's no infrastructure ships left to come build these, as far as I know. So that's neat. I can probably unpause the game too. Let's see here. Game unpause. Yep. All right. So I've cleaned up the list of ships. It's much better to look at now. Helps me out with terraforming. You can see everything. I sold off the defense station over in Haktiva's Choice 1. Sold off. I broke it down and deleted the plot for Haktiva's Choice 1. I don't need that station anymore because the Xenon are no longer a threat. And if they ever decide to become a threat, I have a bunch of carriers on standby just waiting to pick a new threat apart. So the Xenon effectively no longer exist in any meaningful way at all. Like all their stations I wiped out. I finished wiping those out at the end of last episode and kind of in between episodes. It wasn't really interesting content, no voice lines, so that's what happened. Ventures is undergoing an interesting ordeal. They're doing some investigating, and the next op isn't like giving anybody player progress for. Let's see, they're not getting progress for the missions. So they're doing investigating. Patch notes may happen within a week, more than likely, once issues get found and resolved. But I'm just here to finish out my playthrough, really. I'm almost done. And I've been making progress on 18 billion. So let's focus on that. There really hasn't been a whole bunch of progress made on this off camera. Just a few things. I got a voice line from a Talati that said they named a school after me because the planet became habitable, and they said they were moving to the planet. So that was cool. It was a very short, like one-liner kind of voice line. That's kind of how it goes. And I learned that there is hopefully a way to save my game. I've been looking for a way to save my game that's not an online save without having to convert to offline. And what I heard is I can just press F5 and then convert to offline. But I don't think that's right because that would just convert my online save to offline. I was hoping that would work. Guess not though. And I'm not really willing to test that out right now because
Oh, happy day! The first of us have moved in, and we are about to have our first council meeting. So exciting!
Oh, joy! We have successfully made this world habitable.
oh right, I forgot I didn't
Your
save.
terraforming project has completed.
So you got that unique voice line right there. I forgot I didn't save. I didn't save after I saw what that voice line dropped because I wanted to get it on camera. Perfect. Um, So the world is now habitable. Methane's good, no carbon dioxide. Let's just, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the planet. None of this should be too difficult anymore. Should have everything I need, really. Ooh, methane's a little low. Should be plenty to finish this, though. Oh yeah, easy. For ventures, I guess that's one of the interesting things I could talk about while we're waiting. Let's see here.
Production will start right away.
I should make sure that my audio is working. I made a change to well, a few things, so bear with me as I try to figure this out. Okay, that's actually working really good. Awesome. I'm always skeptical of me forgetting to turn on or turn back on the microphone after I flip that little switch. So I test it after I go live just to make sure. Sometimes I forget, and then I have to, and then I'll have to like redo a whole video. So I don't necessarily want to have to redo a whole video if I forget to flip a switch to make my microphone work. Anyway, Terraforming is gonna finish very quickly now for this planet, which is great. Now, the one thing I was gonna talk about is terraforming, or not terraforming, ventures real quick. So the previous operation ended. There was no rewards that anybody got for the last operation, which is interesting. I did see a thread that might have influenced this that said just don't hand out rewards anymore, which was like, why? I mean, they want people to test out ventures, but why would you? But anyway, that's a story for another time, I guess. So I'm not going to touch the claim button. I'm just going to wait on patch notes and see if that updates at all. And then I'm just going to hold off on even participating in the last op for now until I see a patch note or two. That should come out hopefully within a day or two. Um, yeah, so we go. I got the Earl King over in Heretic's End. I could actually make the Earl. Well, I should actually, what I should really do is go put uh, unique mods on the Earl King. I was really hoping that I could make a quick save or like a backup save and convert that save to offline, and then I could mod an offline save or do whatever. But I'm so close to getting all the terraforming done, I might as well just do it all online and without mods. And then that should increase my budget limit, I want to say. So it's not like I'm not getting anything out of it. The budgeted start will have all of the things unlocked. So when eventually new content for this game happens, I will get to enjoy that new content and from a budgeted start and just jump right into it, which would be really cool. Oh, I should probably talk about the Yaki. So in the last episode, terraforming complete. I'll talk about the Yaki here in a second. So that's sunrise flowers done. I'm gonna make an arcology just because it's simpler. Wait, well, actually, high density housing is. I'd have to do this a few times. No, I'm just gonna make an arcology. I have all the resources, or I should have all the resources. Claytronics is kind of lagging behind. Should have enough Claytronics. Oh yeah, plenty of Claytronics. Cool. What was I saying? The
The
Yaki.
current terraforming project has completed.
So you'll notice the Yaki raiding party is now a thing in Heretic's End. I mean, the galaxy needs some kind of new threat, so they won't plunder me, because now I'm friendly with them. But one really funny thing that happened is when I liberated, I can't even find where I'm looking at because there's no longer a station here. So the Terran Intervention Corps helped me make that final push into Savage Spur 1 and helped me finish off the last of the stations for the quest. We got all that voice line dialogue goodness. And excuse me, what happened is the remainder of the terraform or not terraform wow, terraforming is on the brain. The remainder of the Terran Intervention Corps' fleet decided that the Yaki station had to die. And unfortunately for the Yaki, the Asgard of the Terran Intervention Corps was the one making that decision. So the Yaki station is no more, which is okay. I completed the storyline. There was nothing more for them to do anyway. And there's been multiple people asking, is there any more content that the Yaki could do or be a part of? Can they expand or grow or do anything? And the answer is no, not right now. A lot of the content planned with the Yaki was sacrificed in order to get the rest of the game. I think that was part of the Terran DLC, if I'm wrong, if I'm not wrong. Leave a comment on the in the YouTube comment section if I'm wrong about that. But what happened was, I think they had to cut some Yaki content in order to finish out the Terran content and then start working on Split and Boron DLCs. So maybe in the future we'll get more Yaki content, and that could be cool. The Yaki characters are definitely some of the most unique models of the game, so that's really cool to have some Yaki player models. If we can get some player models of the Yaki, that'd be really cool. But maybe that's tied to a budgeted start, so that'd be a cool option. Yeah, but for now, the Yaki storyline is done, and I'm allowing the Yaki to build from my wharf and shipyard because they won't plunder me, and that'll just be a way to keep economies going. Basically, since there's no Xenon threat anymore, the only thing that is keeping all of the economies around the galaxy going is the interfaction wars. So the RHA with the Argon and FRF, which looks like the RHA finally is deciding they want Family Zin back. And they built a wharf over here. So that's interesting. They're also trying to. Oh, the wharf is gone over here. They've also been hard at work trying to kick the Argon out of 11th Hour and Guiding Star. So that's awesome. And yeah, that's basically what's been happening. Poor Yaki, but their storyline has concluded. So that's all right with me. And I can actually focus on terraforming without too many trade disruptions. I built a few more ships as well for the uh, terraforming station, just to get more minerals and gas in more efficiently. And because I built a grand total of 4 small medium fabs on the terraforming station, I now produce the drop drones fairly quickly, so if I have enough of the resources already on the station, which I have a ton, these just quickly get all built up and sent, especially in setup, which is great for terraforming because it's taken it's taken a long enough time as is. So just the art college, and then this planet will be complete, and we'll get some unique voice lines. Well, after the arcology, of course. I'll get some unique voice lines and then move on to the next planet or next
I
terraforming
have
mission.
ordered construction of the required devices.
Right. So the next mission after this will be. I heard Atlia's Misfortune is like another really difficult one, so we'll save that one for last. If it's gonna be like Ocean of Fantasy, I might just I don't know. Hopefully it won't be as bad of Ocean as Fantasy, and I've increased my storage for ice just in case I have to bring a ton of ice here. Um, the only other planet is Getsu Fune, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop a nav beacon over there while I'm thinking about it. Oh, we just finished housing, so now it is. When they want art college. I don't have telendinium. Oh no. Oh no. How much do they need? I can import that.
This world is really turning into a bustling community. People are arriving from all over. Luckily, we have enough space and food for everyone. Please keep up the good work. I never want to have to turn anyone away. Also, I thought you might like to hear that a school has just been named after you.
We have completed our current terraforming project.
So
Production will start right away.
I did complete those before offline just to see if there were any voice lines, and it turned out there were, so I didn't save. And that's why you get to hear the voice lines now. So you really didn't miss any content. Yes. It's like I planned ahead or something for once. So now I need to import Telendinium because I just don't want to make that at all. Oh, I'm probably already importing because of terraforming. There it is. So it already set up imports for Telendinium. That's great. There should be Telendinium. Well, I might have to make Telendinium on the station myself, which is not a big deal. It just takes more time. I guess I should have planned further ahead for that. I thought I was in settle mode already. Oops. That's fine. Don't tell me I have to go buy the blueprint. I was really tired when I finished the last episode, so I didn't think to look this far ahead. Alright, let's send out one of the sirs to go to a faction representative here. And I'll get some Dilendinium going. And let's see here. Heretics and War probably doesn't have enough materials to make me ships right now. I'm gonna restrict everyone else real quick. Plan build, not plan build. Ooh, that's not what I want. Build ships is what I'm going for. There we go. That should be fine. I think Terran engines might make it a bit faster for trading. These ships would be very easy to plunder since I'm not crewing them fully. But I'm not really enemies with any pirate faction except for the Duke's Buccaneers. And the Dukes really don't try to interfere with me at all. Yeah, the Dukes have never been a major hindrance to me. So we'll see if I get the Telendinium. I guess in the meantime, I will send out an Astrid to go throw the final two nav beacons out while I'm just thinking about it. So, Getsu Fune. When I put the station over here, I want the station to be as close to this gate as possible because the void has a lot of valuable resources, or it did till I plundered it last time. But it should still have loads of valuable resources, and if I have to import more resources from somewhere else, I will go to where was it? Avarice will be more than likely the location where my ships pull resources from, because the Avarice systems are very resource rich as well in everything that you want. So there's that. Oh, it looks like oh no, the ships are building. That's what's going on. So nav beacon there, and then Atlia's Misfortune. And I think I want to put Atlia's Misfortune Station. When I jump into here, I want to work out of this sector because it looks. I think this sector is visually more distinct. And I want to be closer to this gate to be closer to uh, Avarice as well. Because this over here is already close enough to the void to mine out the void as well. So that's great. Yeah, and there's pretty much not a whole lot to do except for focus on terraforming now. The game is mostly done. Or in a final state. I can't really change the game unless I want to actually run through and destroy factions or whatnot from this point on. Which could be interesting, but I worked so hard to get all the factions alive. So now it's I'm just leaving it up to the NPC factions to wipe each other out for the most part, and to continue to police the Xenon that keeps showing up. That'll be the focus. For some reason, the Raptor just does not want to target that station. That's fine though. I don't think there should be a way for the Xenon to rebuild unless they somehow get some infrastructure ships, which the game might just spawn them in. So I'll need to keep an eye on that. It, it's funny that they don't try to reclaim scale plate green ever. The last spots they're still trying to actively claim are in Amritsura, which they keep making little stations that aren't real stations there. And then I don't even know if they're trying an Emperor's Pride anymore. Okay, they are. So this will probably be one of the first spots they reemerge from if the try doesn't squish that. And yeah, there we go. So nice, happy, peaceful galaxy for the most part, except for the faction wars that are going on. Let's go get some Dilendinium real quick.
Entering system 18 billion.
At least I think the Ministry will sell that to me. I might have to find the actual Talati headquarters or faction representative. Oh great, I do have to find the actual. Sweet.
Good profit to you.
Thanks for nothing, Ministry of Finance. As usual. Oh, they're actually the Xenon keep trying to move back there too. Very interesting. Let's see here. Of course, the faction headquarters will be moved over to a Talati trading station. Actually, one of the most unique stations in the game, because you can't build that. You can't get that habitat ring. So that's cool. Well, I should also mention that I did just make affiliate on Twitch, and I'd like to say thank you for everyone who made that possible. It's you know, I've been streaming for quite a while, a couple months now, getting that going, and yeah, that's really cool that I could apply and actually get accepted as affiliate. So that was sweet, and now I got a sub button, so that's super cool. And thank you. Thank you, the viewers who are watching all these videos and helping me along and then coming by the live stream. It really helps. Thank you very much. Oh, I need to go back to the Kurokon.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
I should actually just manually trade that Talendinium. That would probably make the most sense. Oh yeah, there's plenty right in the next sector. So why isn't my ships trading for that? There we go. Maybe I just needed to exit the overview there. Oh, okay, my ships are bringing a bunch of Talendinium in. Don't I have Barbarossas assigned to this station? Where are those at? I thought I did. Yeah, what are you guys doing? Oh, they're trading for build storage. Okay. Well, that makes sense why all my build storage fills up so quickly. In that case, I'll make more Barbarossas for trade ships. Give them Terran all-rounders. That should make them fairly efficient for traveling. Uh, the Bolt Mark 1 Terrans are actually really good for small medium craft, and I don't think anybody but pirates will try to engage this ship. But I don't even think the pirates will engage my ships anymore, so there's probably even no point of even putting weapons on this ship at all, believe it or not. Just cargo drones. Here we go, get a few more Barbarossas out, if I could speech. And yeah, this terraforming shouldn't take too long. And that'll be the last of the Gelati planets, so I won't need any more of the, I should start preparing for, I should look at the logistical overview because Atlas Misfortune and Getsu Fune is, those should both be Antigon things. So I need to make sure I'm importing enough ice, which I'm not. Oh, I need more ice storage. Okay, that can be achieved. Right, I need a new spot to build more storage. Because it kind of filled up this whole area with just storage. Hmm, I might be able to just get a little bit more out of this. Or not. Probably can't flip that around either. I just need to be able to put just a little more storage over here. Of course, the station is really fighting putting anything else on this. There we go. You could say the station is not impressed. Actually, I'm going to have to build this all by hand. The station is not amused. I don't know if that noise is coming through, but my computer is also not amused by trying to build this station more. Mm. I'm just trying to future-proof this station for what I think Atlas Misfortune will be. So I need more. Well, I need the methane storage to fill back up, but I think I'll need more ice than what I'm expecting. Which will be. I do not want to wait around importing ice again. That was not cool. Right now, I can barely afford 2.5 ice imports. So definitely need more storage just to hold ice. Maybe I'm over preparing for nothing, but we shall see. And I will save that one for putting more storage on it if I think I need more. There's the first of the Barbarossas. Yeah, and since how uh, Telendinium is so readily available in the sector right next to this one, I should be able to import as much as I want. Should be. Or as much as I need. Only 1,000 at a time. Yeah, so those Barbarosas will speed it along, but that'll be fine. X4 part 18 billion, let's go! Yep. Hey, what's up, 6? Finally getting this done. You just get here then, or what? You probably cooking food, or just got off work or something. You just woke up. Well, good timing. Hey, did you happen to see that I got a sub button now? That just happened like yesterday. And it's thanks to everybody who came over to the stream. So I'm really pretty excited about that. No work, got the weekend off, and Friday. Nice. Is it the weekend already? What day is it? Where's my phone at? Nice. Weekend and Friday off, and today is Friday. I think today's Friday. It's the wee hours of Friday, but it's yeah. you you don't need no sub money. Come on now. Don't be like that. Oops, eating into the microphone. Yep, I finally broke down 2 days ago and decided that I absolutely needed to go get at least something from the grocery store so I had food to eat. So I got a whole bunch of I got some ramen, a loaf of bread. So, sweet. Change your tune real quick. From sub button, boy, you don't need no sub money. That's good. Please sub to this man. He's eating ramen. Hmm. Nah, I'll be all right. It's more from traveling back home and then basically waiting on a paycheck. Need some HelloFresh money or something. I'm not destitute quite yet, and I do have a paycheck from a regular job coming eventually. That should be at the end of the month. Oh wait, no. Well, I don't want to bug Dad about it because we just got through finishing planting yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? We just got through planting yesterday, I want to say. So now all the crops are in the ground and should be ready to grow. I didn't think we were going to get half of all the crops we needed to plant in the ground because it just kept raining and it was so muddy out there that we couldn't get any of the tools into the field. So that was a problem. And we actually got, I should have taken a picture of it, but the tractor got stuck in the mud. And when I say stuck, I mean it didn't just get a little bit stuck. This is a huge, uh, what is it? It's a huge John Deere 8000 series tractor that's dualed up. So four tires on each side, tires taller than I am, and it was stuck in the mud. The mud was clear up the tire, like halfway up the tire, and like touching the bottom of the engine block, kind of stuck. And it was just muddy all the way around it, and there was no way to get in there and get it out. Yeah, you're reading the vehicle's getting stuck. Yeah, it was bad because the tractor was pulling one of the heaviest tools we have on the farm behind it. And I think we still have to go out there and get that back out. Yeah. So much for not making ruts in the fields this year. Ooh. And it's supposed to nonstop rain for the next like week to 2 weeks. I think that was terraforming complete.
The current terraforming project has completed.
We took the grand opening of our art college as an excuse to hold a fundraiser to try and reward you for your efforts and perhaps enable you to help others. We set our goal at the lofty but very historic amount of 18 billion credits. You may not be surprised to hear that we fell a bit short, but here you go.
Yeah, that's a problem. Did it get out or is it still stuck? I think it's still stuck. We need to, or no. No, I talked to Dad yesterday, and he took the loader out and dug it out, and he had to detach the tool off of the back in order for it to come out. I think the tool's still sitting there in like one of the muddiest spots in the field. All right, so that's 18 billion terraforming complete. So let's check the email here. It's kind of it is a little silly seeing this and looking at the business-minded Talati that all they care about is business and watching them dance around and do like artsy fartsy things. Here's the mandatory screenshot, and we're good. Alright, on to the next planet to terraform.
Very good. I will let you know when I am done.
Nice wallpaper though. Yeah. Well, I had some. I needed to finalize my my stream basically. I was looking around and I was trying to think like what could I have for some wallpapers, and I was like I remembered that why am I blanking on the name? I remembered that the whole all of the NOGD pictures, the whole repository got posted somewhere. So I went through and looked and found them. So if I ever need to change like my if I ever need to change my channel logo or anything like that, I have some really high quality, awesome pictures to pull from. Alright, the methane is still taking a while to get back to full. But where I'm going, there's plenty of methane anyway, or there should be. So I'm going to just move the station. Rip the band-aid off and let's just keep going. Oh yeah, I need to accept the mission. Low-hanging fruit should be the more quick one to finish. And we'll see how bad Atlia's misfortune is. Next.
Once again, the Senate has approved the start of terraforming efforts on an as-yet uninhabited world near our borders. The world to be made habitable is Shiokaze, a blue planet in the Getsu Fune system. It is home to several highly toxic kinds of berries that actually make the air poisonous to humans, which has so far prevented any large-scale settlement. We will update you as the story develops.
Alright. Some unique dialogue there.
Entering system. 18 billion.
Hello there. There appear to be ships at that location. They would be unlikely to survive. Would you like me to continue?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Charging the high mass teleportation drive. Goodness me!
Entering system. Getsu Fune.
The power system is stabilizing.
Looks like the Ship got out of the
How's
way.
it going?
It seems to have been successful.
Figured I'd check Dalbusta. Oh wait, I should go check my personal office before I leave the station to see if I got anything new in there. So all these trophies are for doing accomplishments in the game or doing all of the story stuff in the game. Except for this one. I don't know if that one was here or not when I started. Oh yeah, this is the trophy I got for completing 18 billion terraforming. Sweet. And then this person decided to steal my chair after completing one of the terraforming because HR fired him for contacting me via vidcall. So she was like, "I'm looking for a job," and Bosota probably just hired her on immediately. I didn't realize she would steal my chair though, so might have to fire her. You're sitting in the wrong chair. Alright. Ooh, I need to park the Tacoba somewhere. Actually, where's the Raptor at? Oh, it's over there. That's fine. Instead of getting a view with the Tacoba, might as well park the Raptor over here and get an actual view with an awesome ship. No reason to be parked in Savage Spur. There's no threat in there anymore. And it looks like... Okay, they're just mining. I thought those were trade ships. I thought they were going to go trade with the Terrans, which would be funny. It'd be funny that the Patriarchy would go trade with Terrans. But it kind of makes sense because the Terrans are kind of rude or warlike like the Split are. It makes sense if they would form an uneasy alliance. Or friendship at least.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
There are items in your inventory illegal to the Argon. What? What do we got in my inventory? Oh, I got some hallucinogenics. Probably from... that's funny. That was probably from that terraforming mission. Turns out all the college kids like to have their hallucinogenics on hand. At least the Talati variants of the college kids. Alright, let's look at how bad this terraforming project's gonna be. Just toxicity. Oh, this should be quick. This should be really quick.
The materials will be sent down as soon as possible.
I should go get a screenshot of the planet. I should probably save at some point too. Although, seems like there's almost no threat. I don't think I have to worry about saving too much. Well, actually, there are threats in Getsu Fune itself. There are, I think there's proximity mines on the asteroids. So if I go hop over carelessly to the raptor over here and it bumps into an asteroid, it'll blow up. It probably won't blow up the ship, but it'll blow up all the guns on the raptor. And it might blow up some of the small ships. And that would be hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna check the view from the raptor.
Entering system. Getsu Fune.
That's who posted the repository. TipDub posted the repository of all of the NOTD um, loading screens. Why couldn't I remember his name for the life of me? Just barely. I'm getting old. Okay, that's not the greatest view. Hmm. Let's see, the Dakoba's right here.
Takoba.
Hello.
Hmm. Let me get a nice screenshot. Very nice. And I'm actually at 60 FPS as well, so that means I can just sit here in the Seta and watch the planet slowly terraform. Well, it's not going to slowly terraform, it'll be fairly quickly actually. But the planet's mostly green anyway.
We have completed our current terraforming project.
Sweet. Might take a second just to blast through uh, these. But I have 6 million metallic microlattice with over what do you go? I got a whole bunch of metallic microlattice. Make 60 of these buildings to make metallic microlattice. So I should never have to worry about metallic microlattice for the rest of the game for terraforming. The only thing that worries me is some of these more advanced components. Like medical supplies is going to be a problem because I'm consuming a lot of medical supplies to keep the workforce high. Workforce still hasn't recovered from when it dropped down to like 0 last time. It bothers me that there's only 78 medical supply makers and not 80. You know, I did that wrong. There we go. Oh, I forgot to move the build ship. Oops. Oh, it was still building when the station teleported. It should be right here with the station then. That's fine. Wonder if any of the
The
drones got
materials will
blown
be
up.
sent down as soon as possible.
Nope, didn't lose any drones. Perfect. Hopefully within the next, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours here, I can finish X4's terraforming. And then that will mark the official end of the playthrough. And then I can move back over to Riftbreaker and continue playing that, because that's a lot of fun. I actually woke up, like, what, a couple hours ago? I couldn't sleep because I was like, oh man, I could do this in Riftbreaker, and then I could do that, and I could do this. And I just couldn't stop myself from thinking about it, and it was like, well, I'm already up. I might as well just throw on the stream and get this thing on the road. Or at least get a couple hours in before we do some work today. We might not do a whole lot today. It's still really muddy everywhere. So maybe I'll just have the data stream. That'd be pretty cool. It's almost hypnotic watching that planet.
The current terraforming project has
Yeah,
completed.
it looks good. I've never done cheap refineries, but I can only imagine this introduces a nightmare of problems to deal with. So I just don't want to do it.
Production will start right away.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Or I should say, welcome back. How's your day going? Is there a starter terraforming project, or are they pretty much all the same? There are easier terraforming projects. I think the Invidium Workshop was one of the easier ones. Don't start with Ocean of Fantasy, because I think that one was the longest wait for resources. Just because
We have completed our current terraforming project.
well, it wasn't because I didn't have the resource, or I didn't have the station built up at that point. The problem was I had to import, I think, 12 million, or no, yeah, I think I had to import 12 million units of ice, which just took days of IRL time, even in SETA mode. So as you're building up your station, definitely build up your solid storage, and then just shove as much ice as you can into your solid storage. Especially for Ocean of Fantasy, if you intend to do that one. But more or less, almost all of the
Ordered
terraforming
construction of
projects,
the required devices.
almost all of the terraforming projects are more or less samey. There's a few different ones. The Teladi, for instance, require um, unique resources. They're Teladi unique resources like Telendinium for just 18 billion. You need Telendinium for, and then Swamp Plant and Sunrise Flower to build food for the planet. I think the Invidium Workshop, you can actually skip building food for the planet, and you can just do the bare minimum. Like there's no reason to go overboard on fully completing the planet and making them perfect. I think I've found because there's no extra voice lines or anything that you get out of them. Because I tried to make Ocean of Fantasy fully perfect just to see if I could get any additional dialogue out of that, and I really didn't get any extra dialogue. It was just, hey, you completed the planet. Here's the completed the planet email and voice line, and that was kind of it. So just check all the boxes to the minimum required, call it good, and then move on to the next planet. But yeah, the reason terraforming is like a late game project is because just to how much station building you got to do if you're gonna throw it all into one station, which I recommend on the headquarters. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen my station at this point, and I keep building onto it at every planet. I've I've built a significant amount at each planet onto that station. And then specifically for Ocean of Fantasy, I way overbuilt plankton production, and then I built up a lot of solid storage and liquid storage just to get that one done. And then I broke down uh, a whole bunch of that extra plankton production because I'm not using plankton for anything other than medical supplies, and I didn't need to need to have such an overbuilt amount of plankton. Yeah. By the time I mean, you could start on terraforming pretty early, I want to say, but it'll take a while to get the planet habitable. And then there are additional um, things you can put on the planet. I haven't messed with them, but some people say that you can get early source of experienced Marines if you build the aerial training. Let us use more than one builder. Yeah.
We have completed our current terraforming project.
To that note, let's see. Drone and shield components. I should have plenty of each. I need to do this 3 times. So that's 1, 2, 14 and 14. Yeah, I have plenty of shield components. The build ship I went with
Production will start right away.
is the Boron build ship because I was looking around at a whole bunch of them, and I could cram the most construction drones onto the Boron ship. And I think the speed of what the build ships build at scales with the total amount of construction drones they have. So that was the thought process behind going for the Builder Walrus. That and it looks cool. I could be wrong about that one. That was just speculation on my part. Yeah, let me look at it. Actually, I can bring up the terraforming page. I was saying something and I got sidetracked. Um, so the martial arts school and the aerial maze, I think you can train your ship's crews with these. And I haven't tried them because I didn't need any more experienced crews. Because I already know where to get some Marines, at least at 1-star veterancy. And I haven't really had a need to get elite Marines or anything like that. But these two, I think you can do these on any planet as long as you have housing and people are actually, well, in order to build housing, I think that planet has to be habitable anyway. So Yeah, as long as you have the housing, you can get some skilled crew out of this. And some people say they like to terraform early on to get skilled crew out of those. I think it's I think it was unnecessary. Well, I think I proved that it was unnecessary for me during this playthrough. But I mean, everybody's game is different, so play whatever you want. That's the probably the best part about this game is play however you want. Yeah, the scrap ships, the Tutas, they train up engineers specifically really, really quickly, from what I've seen. I've also heard build ships will also train up your crew pretty quickly. And engineers are great to level up because then on your large ships they repair faster. Builders don't seem as fast on the training, but I could be wrong. Oh, okay. I could be wrong too. I never I never bothered to look. I could look now, I guess. That doesn't tell me much. I've had this build ship for a very long time. But yeah, I got a bunch of engineers skilled up and ready to go. All specialist level. Oh, I think that was
We
terraforming
have
complete.
completed our current terraforming project.
Awesome. Next project.
I have ordered construction of the required devices.
Yep, the sun is just starting to come up and it looks like it rained pretty much all night, which means I probably won't be going outside today. It's just straight mud. Well, that and it keeps raining too. Which now that all the crops are planting, all the crops are in the ground, just let it rain. Let the rain come. Just flood. Well, not necessarily flood, but definitely water all the crops. We can use all the rain we can get. It's actually sunny where you are for a change. Nice. Yeah, this year's been really weird for the amount of rain we've gotten. It hasn't rained like this where I'm at in 20 years plus. Yeah, it's definitely been a wild year so far. And where I was before I came back home, where I started streaming this game at, was the neighbors were all like, "Yeah, it's never rained, or hardly ever rains here," and like almost every other day it had rained down there. So they were like, yeah, I guess we lied. It does rain down here. So that was really funny. Is it just me or is the planet getting less green? Well, less like sickly green. I guess we'll see after this next.
The current terraforming project has completed.
Alright, see, this little save reminder is like ruining me watching the planet. Like, stop it. You're ruining my immersion, man.
I have ordered construction of the required devices.
This could be like a really nice screensaver. Record a little video of this and then just yeah, have that come on as your screensaver. Watch the planet spin around. Looks like they might be adding more in-game decks for Ecosoft released a vid on it. Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome. I was kind of hoping they would like post a like a sneaky or a cheeky screenshot of like one of my videos or something and put it in that video under the creator section, but they didn't. So, oh well. That's all right though. Yeah, end-game content for X4 would be great. That's I kind of ran out of things to do after I wiped the Xenon out. And I like the fact that I have all factions alive in some form or another, even though they've changed over to different names. So I guess the only in-game content that I could do for right now is enable, well, I'd have to mod the game, and then I could enable interfaction relations, and then their factions could change relations with each other, and eventually they'd probably all go to war because it'd be profitable for them. I guess the only other in-game activity I could spend time on is achievement hunting and getting the final achievements for this game because I want to say I have almost all of them. There's just a few like dedicated intentional tasks that I have left. Like, believe it or not, one of the tasks I have left
Oh,
is
joy! We have successfully made this world habitable. We have completed our current terraforming project.
what's it saying? One of the final achievements I have is claiming 10 ships. I've claimed 9 ships, but for the 10th ship claim, I just I just never got around to it. And I don't know. But that's where I have to send a ship out with a marine on it, and then tell the marine to go capture the ship. I think because I have captured more than 10 ships, but I've just been doing it personally because the marines tend to damage them. Oh wow, even oxygen is perfect on this world already. That is good. It's real good. Genetically modify the toxic fruit. Well, I'll do this one because it's unique to this planet. Or I could cull the toxic fruit. Oh, side effect, parasitic infestation. Yep, we don't want any side effects, so I'm gonna genetically modify the toxic fruit. That might lead to a unique voice line. Oh, I probably didn't even need to do global water surfacing. Oops. Should probably pay more attention when I'm doing this.
Production will start right away.
Alright, I'm still in setup. Yeah, endgame content would be great for this game because it needs something. And then I'll have once there is some more endgame content to this game, I'll have an excuse to play a modified game. And there are a lot of very nice mods that I want to try out still. I want to try the Total Conversion Star Wars mod, which um, that should be awesome.
The current terraforming project has completed.
I don't want to do it back to back with this playthrough. I need a break from this game after doing all this. I'm gonna need, well, no, I shouldn't need a ton of medical supplies because I don't have to do forestation or anything to get oxygen up. So hopefully medical supplies will recover by the time I move on to Atlia's.
The materials will be sent down as soon as possible.
Mm, trying to think if I should add music to this or not, but I probably shouldn't. I want to turn the in-game music on and listen to some of that, but it's not the Boron soundtrack, so because I'm not in Boron space. Because listening to the Boron soundtrack while watching the terraforming happen would be that's like the real Zen experience right there. Just kick back and relax. I'm gonna have to watch this video back at like times 2 or times 4 speed, or no, times 2 speed. I think is the fastest I can go on YouTube. I have to watch this video back to see if the planet did go from like greenish color to well, what we see now. I swear it did. It cleaned up that green color a little bit because they're saying the fruit releases toxic gas into the air, but now the air is supposed to be clean. Oh, I can even start the next project while waiting for this project. Whoops. Nice.
The materials will be sent down as soon as possible.
Breaking now. We have just received word that Shiokaze's flora is no longer a deadly threat to humans. We have invited the xenobotanist Dr. Leo Corder to talk us through the details and implications.
The current terraforming project has completed. Production will start right away.
What? I want to. That's all we get out of doing that? They were going to bring in a xenobiologist to talk about what happened? And we didn't even get to hear any of that? Come on now. What a tease. What a tease for more voice line. Yeah, Boso. That's exactly what went through my mind too. Is we're bringing on a xenobiologist to talk us through it. Then Boso pops up. It's like, oh no. We've been had. I have just enough Claytronics to complete this. I need to increase my Claytronics production then. I thought I already did increase it somewhat. Oh, right. I needed advanced composites. No, right here. I added on 4 more Claytronics makers. I got really sick of waiting on refined metals for the Telati planets. So I've got tons of refined metal making now. I'm almost done with all terraforming in the game, and I'm still building on this station. That should tell you something about how vast terraforming is, or how resource heavy it is. Oh, I clicked. No, it was perfect. There we go. There we go. I just know I'm gonna need more medical supply production. Might as well just slap more on there while we're waiting on terraforming. Whoa, I do not want to put all my money on this station. Construction budget. I mean, I will if I have to, but I don't need to. I did hit confirm changes, didn't I? Yes. Okay, good. Phew. I don't want to do that mistake again.
We have completed our current terraforming project.
Oh, that was special looking. Oh, the wheat field's finished. That's what you're talking about.
Small drop drone.
I like to see all the terraforming drones zoom by. Where are the terraforming drones? Oh, okay, they're still. Egosoft new endgame, and all the terraforming drones end up with scrap code and turn into more xenon. Oof. Oh, Egosoft's new endgame. All the terraforming drones end up with scrap code and turn into more xenon. Yeah, that could be something.
The first group of settlers has touched down on Shiokaze. Among them are several experts in biology and gastronomy, eager to survey the local fruits.
The current terraforming project has completed.
Alright. This terraforming project was actually really easy. I want to say this is one of the easiest. Well, there are some fairly expensive ones. I don't think I even needed to do global water servicing. I did it anyway, but I don't think I even needed to do that one. So once you can handle the resource costs of this one wasn't bad at all so far.
Production will start right away.
I expected this one to be a little more difficult. It's a refreshing change of pace though for this one to be simple or simpler. And I suppose part of that is because I overbuilt that station so much. I don't know what Ubisoft is gonna do for endgame. Because introducing a new threat with the some players are gonna have Xenon up just to keep them around. So introducing a new threat might not be the best idea. I'd like more voiced content, more missions or something. But that takes a lot of work. The only challenge I faced so far was the laser tower gate camping spam venture. Oh yeah, it was taking out your miners and traders. Um, it wasn't actually ever a problem. I don't think, for me anyway. I'll have to go back into the VODs, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that never was a problem. I played through that. I had one pucker factor moment where it was the same missions that were causing the problems, but it was the mines that were a problem for me. I think it was just
The
about to
current
start.
terraforming project has completed.
I was just about to start a stream, and I was in the Kurokami, and I came through a gate. After just loading the save, I jumped through a gate, and uh, immediately the ship announcer came on and said, "Hull damaged." And I was like, "What?" And then the ship blew up, and I was like, "Uh, and then I died. And I was like, "Great, now I have a dead saved game because I die as soon as I go through the gate, and I can't stop going through the gate by the time I load the save." Luckily, all I had to do was pause the game and teleport away to a different sector, and that despawned all the mines, and the ship didn't even blow up. Yeah, had me sweating there for a second though. I was worried that this whole save was dead, and because it's online, there is no going back once the game is saved. They want what now? Vineyards? The mines weren't as much of a problem if you aren't in the sector, but the laser towers were a different issue. Yeah, yeah, there were a lot of people having problems with the laser towers. I believe it. All right, am I just blind here? Oh, vineyards right there. Oh wow, that's you can have all the vineyards you want. Are you sure you only want one cycle of vineyards? Sheesh, cheap. Let's find dining tea. I didn't think I'd wrap up
I
two
have
planets
ordered
in
the
one episode
construction of the required
in about an hour
devices.
and a half. That's pretty good. No, this venture ship's still dying. Wait, where are those drones? There they are. Just get to the planet already. I want to start sending down the drones for the last batch. Then go grab some water. Oops, I should have done that. Oh, here we go. I start sending down the fine dining drones. Perfect.
The materials will be sent down as soon as possible.
Alright, last step. All the drones are already on the way. I don't think Fine Dining has a countdown timer either, so once the drones make it.
The current terraforming project has completed.
Shiokaze, once a beautiful but spiteful planet, has been fully tamed. Millions of citizens have made their home on this world, which is quickly becoming a destination for gourmets wanting to sample the emerging specialty cuisine. We have checked in with the locals and they all agree. The future looks delicious.
Nice background for the reporter right there, too. The future looks delicious. I like that, it's probably one of the better voice lines of the game right there. Future looks delicious. Not that. Misclicked on that. Whoops. Let's look at the reward email. Wait a second. If I take a screenshot of this one, then I'll have to decide which screenshot to put on the YouTube video. Oh no. What is up with the weird headgear? Look at all the hoity-toity aristocrats being wine snobs to each other. Probably like, ah, yes, Francis, look at this lovely world we've terraformed ourselves. Alright, that is one world down, one world to go. I don't even think the station is recovered in order to do this research again. That was quick. Let's see here, field coils, I need to take a peek at. I'll unrestrict the import of field coils. Instructions are rare. Well, I guess I have to beef up field coil production. This has never been a problem before in terraforming because all the rest of the terraforming projects took long enough to not have me wait around for field coils. Oh yeah, those don't take too much. See if I can be fancy with this. Or wait, no, I can't be fancy with it like that. Yes. There. Oh no, I clicked. Where did that module go? Of course it put it way above where I can't even see it. Because of course it did. And I can't rotate it where I'm this zoomed out either, else it'll snap to something. That's probably one of the most annoying parts of station building is the modules need to snap into place, or well, I don't know if they need to, but the modules snapping into place. But usually they snap into place at the completely wrong spot, unless your station is really small. But if you're building on the station, your headquarters station with the asteroid, that like messes with building on the station so much. It's like learning a whole other game trying to figure out how to build this station. If only there was an option to switch off the snap node or snap to node. I think there, well, I could take a look here real quick. I know there are some quality of life options in here, like show environment, and then you can do overlap. Yeah. Whatever you do, if your station gets this large, don't hit shuffle modules. I kind of, that might be how I end the run, as I hit shuffle modules on this station. And then the game more than likely will either crash or the station will just delete itself. That'd be a great way to end the run. The game might crash so hard that the computer does a blue screen though. I don't want to do that. Alright, well, until I get some field coils, I can't move the station. Terraforming is complete. Oh, nice. I'm importing field coils. Okay, it won't take too long then to get the research to move the station again. I hate that I absolutely loathe that I have to keep doing this research over and over again to move the station. I just want to do this research one time and never again. I've had to add so much production just for this specific research.
I will need some materials to get started.
So I would like that to be changed, if I could change something. There's probably a limitation, or there's probably a good reason why it doesn't do that automatically. Alright, so I have no missions accepted. Let's accept the mission for the final planet to be terraformed.
Once again, the Senate has approved the start of terraforming efforts on an as-yet uninhabited world near our borders. Incredibly, the world to be made habitable is a volcanic planet in the Atia's misfortune system. It's hot enough to instantly set your hair on fire, and the ground shakes pretty much constantly. And as if that were not enough, the surrounding space is a veritable hotbed of xenon activity, if you'll excuse my wordplay. We will certainly follow the efforts with great interest and update you as this story develops.
Okay, so volcanic and quakes. So it's just like Ocean of Fantasy, which means I need to go increase the amount of ice that can store on the station, which I think I already did a little bit. Gonna need just a little more ice. No, no. No, I accidentally clicked on that. No. It rotated the very bottom one. Don't do that. Oh, why do you have to be this way? Split storage. Do they use up less real estate? No. I think the only reason I chose split storage is that was the only Commonwealth one I had uh, unlocked. I don't have. Oh wait, no, I have Argon. Split storage is one of the storages that is vertical, goes up and down, because Argon goes horizontal, and just no, I did not want to do that like that. And then building Paranid ones is I don't know. I don't like the way the Paranid stations look. And split seemed fine. Boron would be kind of a pain because you need water to build boron ones. But boron's an option. And I didn't want to go Terran because when I started building the station, I didn't make a whole bunch of the Terran economy stuff. So I didn't. I wanted to use Commonwealth economy to build on this station. And Split uses Claytronics whole parts. So I thought that was perfect. So that's why I went with Split. Because it's vertical storage. It doesn't look, in my opinion, it doesn't look terrible. It's definitely like it mismatched with the rest of the station, but I don't care. It's more about verticality than anything else, and the Commonwealth items. Alright, why am I needing silicon carbide and all that all of a sudden? What did I do? Yeah, I'm using argon based connector modules too, so it's not all split either. I'm close enough to Terran space that if I need Terran product, economy product stuff, that it's not a big deal. I have to go back and look at which planet I even started with. Or no, I started at Frontier's Edge, I want to say, which was kind of a mistake. Well, On one hand, it felt like a mistake because it took so long to build the station up. But on the other hand, it was kind of a good starting point because that pretty much made it so like I got most of the station built right away to handle terraforming. Yeah, that shouldn't take very long to get the rest of that. In the meantime, I'm just gonna stare at the planet for a little bit. Actually, I need to split the VODs anyway. So why don't I'm going to restart the stream basically. Stream will go down for 10-ish seconds, 10 to 30 seconds at most. And then that way I can split the VODs up and use those screenshots that I've taken. Plus it's been 2 hours. So I will be right back. The stream will come right back up. I'm just gonna split the VODs. See you in a second. Yep, see you later.